Okay, so I'll basically do a brief explanation of my puzzle map that I did a few seasons back. I never did show the full solution. It was quite a hassle to make the solution, so I just solved it the same way that I kind of expected people to be able to solve it, because it wasn't a perfect puzzle. I had the idea and it just didn't work out as perfectly as I wanted. But basically, let me just explain quickly. So there are these chess pieces, and the chess pieces have patterns that come out of them, and they are different. Let's pick names for them. We'll call this one Pac-Man, and the Pac-Man, because of how it looks, it kind of looks like a Pac-Man, and it has a every 2 blocks pattern, like a zigzag out of it, and then the one after that, that's the bishop. I'll just call it the bishop for argument's sake, and that's the train at the left there. So the Pac-Man pattern is the blocks will always start from the right hand side of the blocks. So the patterns always start from the right hand side. These objects on top were used actually to just illustrate the rules of the game down below. So basically the idea was that you would see the object on top, follow the rules based on what they were. So the train would have a straight out line, the bishop would be every 2 blocks open 1 block, 2 blocks open 1 block, 2 blocks open 1 block on the right hand side. On the left hand side it's 3 blocks open 1 block, 3 blocks open 1 block, 3 blocks open 1 block. And then in the reverse, at the back side of them, there would be a black line that you would have to see, that the black line goes over other lines. So you see the zigzag pattern of the piece behind it is interrupted by its own. But so there are basically like 3 types of blocks. There are white blocks, black blocks, and invisible blocks. But using the logic at the top here, you can actually kind of figure that out. So with any pattern on the white side, there's just invisible blocks with it. So those invisible blocks, they don't do anything. They only override something when something's in the air. So as soon as you're in the air, you have priority, and that's illustrated at the right hand side. Yeah, basically. And so let's just get down to the actual puzzle area. In the puzzle area, you'll see there's a bunch of stuff set up, and this setup is what I basically map out in the Excel spreadsheet. So yeah, this there are blocks in the air, there are blocks on the ground, and then blocks in the air stop certain stuff, stop air pillars, but that I have to like kind of figure out. It's not that hard to figure out. It's just a lot of mapping. So you just basically, the easiest way was to do everything in Excel. I kind of imagined at first that players would kind of see it, and then it became very convoluted. Yeah. So the easiest way was just to map the whole thing out in Excel by drawing out the pieces, drawing out their patterns, and then the pattern interactions, and then basically see how that matches up with the grid down below. And it takes a bit, but it's not the end of the world. In the Excel spreadsheet, there is... Okay, so with the Excel spreadsheet, basically what I did was I mapped out the whole thing, the trains, the bishops, and the Pac-Mans, and then the pink pattern I did... that is the pattern going out of the things, out of each one. And then the black pattern is the black squares that goes out behind of each one. And then you could see, then I basically took this to Paint, copied it to Paint now, just to illustrate. Paint has this. The new Paint has a feature that you can remove the background. So I remove the background of the picture, and then you just overlay it. You can do this in any other application. This is just now, and you'll see that as soon as you overlay it, you'll see that the corrosives map out to white squares, and all the corrosives are on white squares. But there's only one corrosive that's on a on the purple square, which is actually a white square in the Meteor Maker world, and that one is the special one that you have to go into. And that one, I'll mark it with a box just to show you. It's actually this one. So as soon as I move this grid again, you'll see that it's the only one that actually gets covered by the pink grid. The rest, none of them fall onto the pink grid. So that's basically the idea of the puzzle. And it's the same principles at the bottom that was basically applied.